Once that Arrow returned for its second season, it didn't take that many episodes to realize that they had really upped the ante. They had raised the stakes when it came to threats, conflicts, and enemies, but it also delivered a chock-full amount of events that turned to be everything from surprising, funny, exciting to devastating and even heartbreaking. Talking about all of those things in one video is pretty much impossible, but I am going to do my best to discuss it in this one. Oliver Queen is a paradox of a human being. While he may be a highly trained fighting machine, a crime fighter, a hero, a loving brother and son, a loyal-ish friend, somebody you can rely on when your life is at stake, most of the times anyway, he at times can also be a stubborn, blockheaded douchebag. Sad but true. Not only Oliver, but many of the characters in Arrow have darker sides that they are struggling with, whether they are protagonists or antagonists. For example, let's take Mora Queen, Oliver's mother. While she is a very loving mom, obviously, she really looks after them in the most strangely horrible ways. We find out that Oliver knocked up a girl about a year before he ended up on the island, and what does she do? She gives the woman money to stay the hell out of Oliver's life. Also Thea, who was the really annoying character of the bunch in the first season, has been struggling furthermore. In season 1, she assumed that her mother and Malcolm Merlyn had been doing the mattress mambo simply because she was looking at them from a distance while they were together. Turns out that, hey, she was actually right about it. They had been doing the deed, and the result was Thea. So, what I mistook for teenage stupidity turned out to be intuition. I suppose that when they had their groins so close to one another. Now, while I thought that Thea was the most obnoxious one in season 1, Laurel more than took over that spot in this season. Oh me, oh my, gosh, what a horrible witch she turned into. So, because Tommy, her ex-boyfriend and Oliver's best friend, died at the end of season 1, she has been blaming people left and right for everything bad that has happened to her, even if she was not the only one that those things were happening to. Because of that, she has been abusing alcohol and pills. I suppose the only reason she didn't get a pest dispenser for those pills was because she couldn't find one with her own face on it. But it led to DUIs, her losing her job, when she started to find out the truth about Sebastian Blood, who later became the mayor of Sterling City. Nobody would of course believe her. It was like the boy who cried wolf, or rather the woman who cried me, 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 me. She made no secret of what a harpy she was now. And when her sister Sarah, who was presumed to be dead, returned, oh gosh, it got so much worse. About Sarah, I was really surprised that they brought her back when it seemed very apparent that she had died on the boat that Oliver was on when he got stranded on the island. Instead, she returned as Canary, a crime fighter persona that I thought that Laurel was gonna take on in the future. But not only that, she even was revealed to her whole family as being alive. Yay, her mother says. Whoopie, says her father. Her sister, though, what does she do? Well, she yells, she throws glasses, she slams her hands in the dinner table, she slams doors. It's like they were teenagers all over again. God, even Ollie got pissed off and called her out on her stupid behavior. Call me a horrible person, but I was kind of hoping that she would get even more humiliated. I wanted her to suffer even more without anybody else suffering because of her. It's funny, when she becomes even more unlikable than the actual villains of the show, that's just bad. So, about the villains. Sebastian Blood. Well, I really had no idea who Brother Blood was before I saw this season. And he was interesting. He felt a bit like a Scarecrow clone from Batman Begins, especially when he had a mask. And I was kind of surprised that Sebastian Blood wasn't in charge of this takeover of Starling City like it seemed that he was gonna be. But instead, Slade stumps him, and Sebastian gets super pissed about it, like, this was my invasion, this was my evil plot, I was gonna do this, me. He simply became Slade's butt monkey after being built up as this really sinister supervillain. That's hilarious, actually. And Slade Wilson, oh god, I thought that he was an interesting character when he still was buddies with Oliver on the island. Now that Oliver had pissed him off so much that he turned full out bad guy on him. Wow, what a bad guy. He was a really good bad guy. I mean, so where do we start? Well, they made the flashback scenes a lot more relevant, mainly because it had this storyline about the Mirakuru. It's a strange miracle drug that turns people super strong, but also super insane. One of them was Roy Harper, who begged to become Arrow's sidekick. And when he finally did, he gets a shot of the Mirakuru, and it turns him into a tank with a red hoodie on 2 legs. So much for character development when you're just a rage zombie. But still, he got a lot more stuff to do than Thea, who disappeared there for a while. But not for long, as the show progressed. A lot of bad stuff happened to poor little Thea. And let's not get into her family yet. It's just... ooh. In the midst of all of this super serious stuff, who shows up but Barry Allen, the future Scarlet Speedster, the fastest man alive, the Flash, in a couple of episodes before the winter break. And he brings in a fresh breath of, hey, superheroes can be fun type of feeling. Mostly because he gets along very well with Felicity Smoke, who is a really fun character who shines a bright light in within all of this dark stuff. And even when terrible things happen to Barry, that is exciting. I mean, the scene when he comes back to Starling City, gets into his lab, and that strange thing with the scientific thingamajig and the lightning strike. Oh, that was fun. Oh no, lightning! A lot more villains from the comic books. Shrapnel, even though I don't really know who that is. Deadshot came back again. Clock King. And what's so super neat about that is that they finally put all of them together into the Suicide Squad. With Amanda Waller bossing them around. And of course Bronze Tiger, Black Dynamite himself. Woohoo! But also with the comic book stuff and the great action, we also had these horrible things happening. One thing is Moira's death after the strange ways of protecting her family, being a part of the undertaking, and so many other things. And then running for mayor, strangely enough, she and her son and daughter get kidnapped by Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, who has done so many bad things to Oliver already. And now, what does it do? Kills Mommy Dearest. Oliver's mom got speared like a pig. Sacrificing herself for their own safety, she really redeemed herself in the most heartbreaking of ways. Oh, man. The last few episodes of Season 2 were just... wow. One punch to the balls after another. Oh man, this was a terrible ordeal for poor little Thea, losing her home, her job, her business, her boyfriend, her mom. And then when she decides to leave Starling City, what happens? Well, one of the Mirakuru terrorists puts on a mask and starts shooting crazy. She looks absolutely shocked. I bet that she was thinking, really? Really? This is happening too after all the crap that's happening to me? Damn! Oh, yeah, and then she gets saved by her real dad, Malcolm Merlyn, the father of Tommy Merlyn, her half-brother that she had a crush on for a short while. Ugh. With all of this turmoil and this roller coaster of events, it's really hard to imagine exactly what's gonna happen in the third season. Season 3 of Arrow. It's gonna be so much fun. Thea finally turns to the dark side by joining her real daddy. Not sure if that's going to make her a villain or just a very misguided person in the third season. Really interested to see how that's gonna play out. I'm just glad to see John Barrowman back. Captain Jack Harkness, a regular on Arrow. Even if he might be evil, bring it on, I say. And the Flash spin-off is happening. It got picked up. There's been a lot of good words about the pilot episode. There's been a little teaser trailer, which looks pretty awesome. And also a full 5-minute trailer. Looks like so much fun. This is obviously going to be so much brighter and more fun than Arrow. As much as I love Arrow, the Flash looks like it's gonna be terrific. I wonder what villains we're going to see. Are we gonna see Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang, the Trickster, Gorilla Grodd? I mean, the Flash has quite a silly rogues gallery. It's really a challenge to try and summarize everything in this season. Whatever you are on, Arrow writers, keep taking it because you're doing tremendously. Seriously, you really deserve all the Emmys you can get for your work. And seriously, Stephen Amell, he so deserves Emmys or anything he can put on his shelf to brag about what a great job he's done on Arrow. Or someday even Oscars. Amell, you are a terrific actor. You have in such a short time shown how freaking awesome you are. And you are hilarious to follow on Facebook and Twitter. Just getting that out. This is me signing out as a proud Arrow fan, saying that I really look forward to Season 3. You're so doing things the right way right now, and keep doing it for a good while. I make no damn sense and I have to stop talking now, so bye.